Hello, how are you? Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. I'm fairly certain that you can. I'm going to lower my volume just a tad because I tend to cough and it kind of makes the little uh um it distorts it. All right. Anyway, as you can see, this is the couple that I'll be doing a portrait of. We're going to finish this today. So this video might take a while. More or less. Okay. But as long as I keep my mouth shut and get on with it, um, it should go by relatively smoothly. Okay. I am operating with a new camera. It might come in and out. It depends on how much of my body is like in front of the camera, stuff like that. All right. I won't have it in this orientation. I don't believe. I'll probably put it full mass. Okay, and that means that it'll just take off this face. All right, so we'll have more of that on there. But that's why I have their picture up there now. I do have a separate monitor. All right, where I'm looking at their photos, and I'm doing it a little differently. I'll make this go away like this. There, it's gone. All right. Um, and I think I'll go full mass. I'll take me off of here. Also, I'll just put it on number 4, like that. All right. Now it is blocking his lower chin, but that's all right. I'll work on her anyway. Her eyes aren't even. Okay, this one's higher, that one's lower. We're gonna make that eye disappear, bring it down a little bit lower. All right. Okay. Anyway, let's look over here on the bottom. We have it's just burnt umber, cad orange, cad red, titanium white, yellow ochre, and we have black there. All right, all righty. It's kind of late for you up there, Oswina. Oh, it's probably around what, 9:30 where you are right now, as of right now. Fairly certain of it. Of course, I stain up one of my brushes, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna jump right on into it. If you do have a question, just holla, let me know. I'll shift them over ever so slightly. Now, I can't go by too crazy with it because I know that the logo's over there on that side somewhere. All right, I just got it just beyond her shoulder. Good. All right, and let's hop right onto it. What I'm going to first do is get rid of that eye. Okay, we're going to get rid of the eye, and then we'll just obviously this is black skin, so it's kind of a different way of doing the colors, but what you see here is pretty much it. Pop a little orange in there. All right, so it's orange and umber. Once again, it's just to mask the eye. The paint's thick. No, there's no glycerin. There won't be no glycerin. It's just going to be water, really. This and water. All right, so we'll make her eyeless, just like that. And then we'll let it dry and we'll pop another eye in there. All right, so she's eyeless right now. She would have to wear a pirate patch. Okay. You gotta love that military time. All right. So what I am going to do while that pirate patch is doing its thing, I'm going to take what you ladies should be very accustomed to seeing, which is a small makeup brush. Okay. Now I've already have the tones. Matter of fact, I'll blow her up over here. Okay. Now I already have the tones of what I want where. Okay. We already got our lightest shade. Okay. Our darkest shade will come way after. That will be me mixing in black with a little bit of brown, whatever, and it makes the shadows. But I've done this as long as I got the likeness there. Okay. Which is the cheekbones, the mouth, the teeth. Okay, and soon after the right placement of the eye, got her hair right, um, then we're gonna go on with the details. But right now, what I'm gonna do is some more or less direct um, blending and shading. Okay. Okay. Now you guys might not see it too well, but there are pencil lines in this where the shading is. So I did this whole portrait doing it by shadow tones. Okay. Um, so all I did was mimic the shadows on the planes of her face as well as his face, and that was it. All right. Okie and dokie. Let's get on to it. Now her skin tone isn't really too far off from that dark or this color. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really fine tune it, and the shades and everything. I'm not going to use much water. It'll be just more flat paint and a lot of blending. Okay. So I will actually come here and very softly, and I'm going to do this also with the lighter shades too. And it's mainly just me just bringing in all the color, making it a lot smoother, because the likeness, like I said, the likeness is already there, so I don't have to really do all of that. It's really a lot of because it's just me going over what I've already previously done. So if you do have any questions, any concerns, I'll try my best. Hello, Madonna. I'll try my best to answer them. Okay. And a few of these things that I'm doing, which you see me doing, it'd be a lot of artist representation also as I'm doing it. So basically it's just me smoothing out some areas. All right. I'll take a little bit of what is this? What is this? It's yellow ochre orange. And slowly, lightly. No problem, Joswina. I understand. I know it's quite a time difference. And I'm gonna blend in the lighter areas and where the planes of her face are in certain areas. What I'll do is blend them all together with a mixture of the dark and the light, which is why I'm using slightly heavier paint, thicker paint, so it will help smooth out that blend. Like I said, the camera's gonna fade in and out, all depending on how much of me is being shown through when I lean in. So I'll try to concentrate on not leaning in so much. That would probably help. All right, just a small touch of white, just a slight bit for some of the highlights. I'll probably start using a lighter, smaller brush to get into the real fine detail. But it's in certain spots, certain highlights, I'll pop in there like this. It's really just to cover up a lot of the transitions in between. Because I got a lot of this other tone of paint, okay, I can play around a little bit. And with this very soft brush, you see I can blend in, so there won't be such a harsh line in it. And this will show up even more when I put the darker tones in. I'm just putting in some of the lighter tones of her face here and there. She's got a few shadows or highlights where the shadow of her hair, things like that. And there's a little brightness right there on the top of the cheekbone. As long as you get the lips and the eyes correct, the eyes and the is a muscle here by the jaw. Once you know where the muscle groups are, a lot of this will become relatively easy to do, because no matter what shape the head, okay, no matter what age, okay, of course, obviously, the older you are, the bigger you are. The older you are, the more pronounced the features are, but the bone structure is still the same. Bone structure is still the same, basically, all the same. Like I say, this won't take too long. Once I get into the tight details and all of that fun stuff, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. Okay, now when I put the other eye in there, it will all come together. Now, one side of her face is even darker than this, but that will come in shadowy. All right, so I'm not really concerned about that. And once I put the darker tone in here, all this light stuff will pop out even more. So basically, no sharp edges. You try your best not to have any really sharp edges. Now, the shadows around the nose and things like that, we'll tighten that in, because you're going to get the shape of the nose just by the shadows, the darkness of the shadows. Okay. So I'm looking for another type of brush, and I think I'll play with this one. We'll start playing with the shadows of the nose. So it's a little bit of umber here. Like I say, you guys are more than welcome to converse with me while I'm doing all of this. I'm going to use just a little touch of water just to thin up the paint a little bit. Now, I have the photo right beside me here. Okay. And we're going to start to flesh out the area of the nose, the shadows. And all I'm following is the path of the shadow of the nose. That's all. Just like so. Not really many hard edges like that on her. Try to keep it as smooth as possible for the female female anatomy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to do the shadow here around the eye. I'm going to do it in such a way where it will actually blend the eye out for me, shape the eye. Even though I'm switching, right in here is a little darker. I'm going to shape the eye right now, even though you don't really see it, but I am going to highlight and shape that eye right up. Okay. And she does have a dark shadow. Now her eyelashes are also obviously up around in this area too. The reason why I'm using a lot of water with this is because I want this to really dry. Don't even want to play with it like that. Just let it dry. Okay. She's got a little shadow up in here by the hairline, like this. And I'm still looking at things. She has a little bit of shadow where the nose is, right around here. It's like a little curve there. And see, it shapes the nose naturally all by itself. Okay. Just like that. We got a little bit of it here. Don't be afraid to use your finger to blend. All right. Okay. I'm going to go with a little touch of yellow ochre and white with her brown skin. All right, don't just use white, because white's chalky because of the material, you know, that paint is made. This goes for acrylic, oil, don't matter. Don't matter. Don't use white. Don't do that. Even for the teeth and the eyes, do not use white. Maybe for the highlights you can get away with it, but other than that, I wouldn't do anymore. Okay, especially for dark or brown skin. I can't say really dark skin, but for brown skin, yeah, don't just use white. Yes, try your best not to do that. And where the light kind of plays in different patterns and different ways on the skin. Okay. Hello, Linda. Yes, I took her out because it was you tell Moose I said hello, please. I know she's doing some beautiful stuff. I know you have the mod over there, yeah. And I think what's her name was on a little bit before me. Doris. Okay. All right. Now let's sketch her eye in there real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'll take some yellow ochre, a little touch of white. We'll lightly sketch her eye in. We'll block in the eye. The eye's got to be even. Okay. And so here we go. Right about there. And I'm looking at where her eye is on the drawing itself. Okay, that's a lot better. All right, it's a little better. That's a little better. Okay, cool. All right. Let's take a little white, a little touch of black. We'll make some light gray. Real quick. No water, just pure paint for right now. And I want to block in where the white of the eye is. Now, I'm very accustomed to doing this, okay? And pretty much the quote-unquote hard work is already done. All right. Okay, now that looks a whole lot even to me. All right. And you know what? You guys can chime in too. Does it look even to you? And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to put the lid highlight in there like that. Okay. And If it appears to be too bright, don't worry about that. Remember, this is acrylic paint. It dries and gets a little darker. All right, so don't fret. A couple of highlights here and there, especially where her nose is. Okay. And don't worry, her iris would be pretty much the same size there. Okay, I'm just looking at that a little bit more. That's all. All right. Okay, let's just take a little bit of brown. A little touch of black in that brown. Just like that. Right up around in here somewhere. Okay. A little darker brown. Just to block that in a little bit. Put a little bit of that iris in here too. Now this painting will be about 7.5 feet in the air, if not a little bit more. Okay. Something like that. All right, there. Now her eyes are even. Okay. Yep, I like that. That's a lot better. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of this brown, a little touch of black, a little bit of water, and the same brush. Her eyebrows, they're in there, but they're really light. And it kind of starts up around way up here. Right up in here. And then they curve and go downward. It's like that. Same thing up here, right up around in this area here. And they curve and they go downward right back where that shadow is. Like that. Her eyebrows are not in real deep light or bright light. Okay. Something like that. Don't worry, it'll dry. Okay. So once again, hashtag don't panic. Take a little bit of white and we'll kind of highlight a little bits of like that. Come up in here a little. All right, just like that. You don't do the whole thing. Little bits and pieces, okay? All right, let's take some more of that brownish black here. And I'll water it down a little bit because we're gonna start to do the almost. She got this little bit of a gum line, very tiny bit. All right, this is where you literally almost start counting teeth. Okay, and you have to be extremely careful doing this. And she does have another one here, and she does have a slight underbite. Yes, she does. Okay. And what I'm going to do with that is take the bottom gray, lighten it up. It will not be totally white. A little bit of gray. And it is almost like up under here. Just be careful. And it comes down to a little slant there, like that. She does have, like I say, she does have a slight underbite. And just be careful of where you know where you do the little gum lines there. Just gotta be mindful where these are placed. The little dark area here. Okay. Her lips. She does have red lipstick on, so I'm not gonna do all of her lips red like that. Just in certain areas, certain spots. Okay. I will pronounce them a little bit more right here in the edge. Come out here a little bit. Like I say, a lot of this is already done for me in the earlier drawing. I'm just fine tuning little bits and pieces here. Now I'm going to take some brown in with that red. The upper lip is always a little darker, no matter what race. It's the shadow of the nose that does that. Okay. So if you even go look at some books, anything, magazines, you'll see that the upper lip is a little darker. Oh, thank you, Madonna. The key to it is, besides practice, just a lot of observation, really. And, little key factors, especially, like I say, with the lips, There we go. And I'm going to hint right at the corners. You can get away with this. You can always hint with a little slight upturn. Makes all the difference in the world. Believe it or not. All the difference in the world. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this light gray. Right where her lips are, get that little shine. And I'm just going over what I previously put there. Like that. Okay. And she has a little bit. Now, there's always a rim of light on the lips. Okay. And she has a little bit of a shadow right here. I gotta just take my finger and press it. Alright. Okay. I'll take this light gray and I'll pop it here for highlights on the nose also. And she got a little bit of brightness right there. Okay. I'm looking for any other spots I can kind of put it really light right in here like that. Okay. She got a little piece of something right there on her chin, right in here. Okay. Now the reason I can get away with a lot of that because I know I can brush it away. Remember, you got a short window to do all of this fun stuff. You got me? And I am using gray, not using bright white, because bright white, once again, leaves a chalky film. You don't really want that. Okay. And you got a few seconds to do this. Okay. But now you see how it's starting to look. All right. As I'm checking this out and I'm looking at things, I'm gonna go back into my brown. I'm not taking the gray out. I'll just use a brown, little touch of black. Brown and black here. A little bit of water. By her ear, which is actually right here. And it's, once again, I'm just mimicking shadows. Alright. That's all. Right up and around there. Alright, because she got her 2 earrings there. Alright, and then she got the necklace here. Alright. Okay. Alright, we can probably play around with the highlights of her hair. We can do that with water. We'll come here and get some white and black. Like this. A little touch of black in there. As I'm looking at it, we'll get some more titanium white, put it in there. We'll just brighten all of this up a little bit. Get as much titanium white as you need. As you see, it's this weird browny gray going on here. It's going to appear to be white because our eyes like to be fooled like that. You're just creating an illusion of it being white, but it's obviously it's not. I should use a script liner. I mean, this is a liner, but I should use a script liner. And what I'm going to do is just mimic the curls where the highlights would be. Okay. Now, how would you do that? Let's start here. Okay. Do a few just like that, right? Okay, cool. You got one here. Just a couple of really light, little flowing things there. Get some water, make the ink, or make the paint look almost like ink. Okay, twirl the brush around. Let's get some going this way, like this. All right. And I'm looking. Oh, let's have one kind of go up around in here. We'll have some going in a different direction, like this up here, this little sideways thing right up in here like that. We have one going here. Not gonna go all over the place, just little bits here and there. Like that. Obviously this brush does not retain a lot of paint. It's okay. Actually, let me use the other one. I like the longer brush. As I mentioned, this really won't, once I start getting to like small detailing things, this won't last. It won't take too long. And you group them all together. You group them a little bit. Okay. Her hair is relatively dark around the edges, so I won't play with that too much. Okay, we'll get a little bit of a scant bit of love over here. Put some out there. Like that. Make it a little, get smaller, disappear there. We'll put a sideways little curl in there. Get rid of that. there's some long ones there. Come out here like this, like that, and really along the outside edge there, like so. Not really too much over there. It kind of starts around in here. All right. Okay. Okay. Leave that alone. All right. As I'm looking at it, still looking. Okay. We'll take a little bit of the red. Get a little touch of water there. We'll loosen that red up a little bit. Thicken up this one part. Now I'm just getting picky now. And right around here on the edge, curl a little bit more like that. Alrighty. Something like so. Alright, I'm still checking things out. I'm still looking. Alright, cool. Now watch this. As I'm looking at it here, watch what I'm going to do now. Alright. Let's take, we'll use this brush. We're going to take some water. We're going to go, we'll do it over here somewhere. Slight touch of black, very slight, like that. Get a little touch of brown will come in here. All right. I can probably just get away with this, maybe. All right. Okay. Now let's put some shadows in there. Okay. She got the shadows for her head. It's really up around in this side here. Right there. We're gonna go underneath the brow like that. It goes by the nose and outward. Okay, she's got the same kind of shadow up in here. All right, she got a little bit of something hanging out right there. Okay. Underneath her. Well, anyway, underneath here. Okay. And it's really on one side, all in here, like that. Now, if I feel I need to go darker, I will definitely go darker. And I will. It needs to be a little darker than that. But that's all right. At least I get, I'm finding out where to place things. All right. She's got a little bit of shadow up in here too. Just a slight bit. Under here, not as much. Now, as you see me doing this, okay, I'm still flushing her out. Straight down with that. We're good here. Okay. It's even darker than that. All right. So as I'm looking, especially around this area, it's a little darker, but that's all right. That's all right. So I'm gonna let that dry. Let's take this and go here and go up here. All right. Let me aim this guy right here in the center there. Okay, so let her dry. And we're gonna work with the gentleman here. Same method. We're gonna go into our brown and our ochre. A little more ochre, a little more brown. It's like that. As I'm looking here. Okay. Maybe a slight touch of red in there. Thicker paint. All right. I already have it established. Okay, his tones here. So now it's almost like a coloring book. And I'm just smoothing out things where I want all of this to be. And once I establish doing what I would like to do with him, then I'll add the lighter tones and blend it in. And he does have a lot of dark on him also. I'm just going with the lighter touch of the brown there. I do it a bit at a time, a piece at a time. Where it's fairly light, I'm gonna keep it light because he does have a lot of dark shades on him. Planes of the face. So you can just blend it right into that brown there. Just mix it together. Not really too many hard edges there. Blend it all in, smooth it all out a little bit. Okay. This guy is not really too bad. And it'd be a lot of character all in his beard. It's not gray, it's white. Okay. And up here, a lot of his hairline up here. We're gonna really shape that up, make it look pretty cool. All right. Okay, a little more white in there. A little more white. Just like that. Nope, these are my friends. As a matter of fact, this is the gentleman that had the serious heart emergency and he couldn't drive. She cannot drive. And so they had nobody. Their son lives 4.5 hours away, so he couldn't do it. I had the time, and so I volunteered to do it. So I took him to all his appointments and everything, and she took care of the bills and whatnot. So, like I say, she doesn't drive, so I drove. I took care of it, or I provided the transportation to do that. Okay, for them. And I installed cameras and stuff like that for his house and all of that. Because once again, he was in no condition to do it, and I wasn't going to let him. So I did it. So yeah. And so for their, Jesus, I think it's almost 50 years marriage, he wanted me to do a portrait of him and his wife. So when I was doing part 2 of this, she actually called me, or she texted me and asked if I wanted a spaghetti dinner, which was like today. They were going to go to a local church and get it. And I didn't want any. But then somebody else texted me who lives in Georgia, and her portrait is next, as a matter of fact. And I thought I had, because the one in Georgia, seen me on YouTube live. And what happened was that she replied again, but I forgot. And I thought it was the other person. And then I said to her, this one here, yeah, you can come on YouTube and you can see me, paint. And not knowing that I was saying it to the person that this is a surprise for. What a Button Abbott Costello moment that was. But she still had no clue. She wrote back and said, "Oh, I'm sorry I interrupted." I'm like, "No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine." I almost screwed it all up badly. That was just, man, Mr. Gray, come on, man, you're slipping. You're slipping. But it was definitely an Abbott and Costello moment. Oh no. He's able to drive and everything right now. He can't go to no long trips or whatever. He has a doctor's appointment, and I'm gonna take him. because he can drive, but he's not going to be traveling the country. Okay, he won't be doing any of that, but he can drive. He's doing, he's all right. He's doing quite well, and I check on him and say hey, ask him how he's faring. So yep, they're both doing fine. And I'm doing all the lighter planes here. Like I say, it's not really too bad with him. Once again, I'm kind of used to doing the male figure with its harsher tones, and such. Right up in here. And once again, I'm accustomed to it. I'm just used to painting the male figure, quite frankly. So I kind of know where things are going, all that fun stuff. Okay. Now there's a lot of dark, a lot of black around here because of his shades. Okay, and the shadow of his shades, the shadowing of his ear, and all of that good stuff. But we're gonna add all that tones and all that fun stuff very shortly, as a matter of fact. Now I will pop a few highlights on him. We'll just use white and ochre. And they're small highlights. Okay. Right up around in this area here. Up around his brow, right around here like that. He has one here. He has a larger one here, like that. Now remember, if you're doing it this way, you got a small window to do this blending. Okay. This will all make sense once I add the darker colors. It will stand out just that much more. Okay. So it might look weird to you. It might look funny. If I gave him real long hair right now, he would look like the Undertaker from the professional wrestling. They kind of got the same shaped head and thin lips and blockhead. If I gave him a long mane of hair, he would look just like the Undertaker. Funny. Okay. Right around here, a little bit of his brow. All right. Oh yeah, Madonna, I almost messed that package up real well. It would have been 110% my fault. Brother, oh brother, oh brother. All right. Let's go back to her because she's dry now. So we're gonna go. There's one color I did forget to put here, and I'm gonna do it. I'll put it right here. And this Winsor, well, it was Prussian blue, but I'm gonna use Winsor blue because it makes a great shadow. I'll put it right here beside the black. I think you guys can see it. Can you see it way back there? No, you cannot. But it's back there. It's right next to the black. There it is. See it way up there? It's like that. All right. Oh, where is my... I don't want to use this. Where's my watercolor brush? No, I don't want that one. That one's a little large. I want my smaller watercolor brush. Is this you? No. Yeah. It'll work. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to dip into some water here. Right here. Get some blue right in there like that. A little touch of black in that blue. Just like this. Okay. All right. Probably a little more black in that blue. Just like this. Can you guys even see that? Yes, you can. It just looks like a big glob to you guys right now. Okay. A lot of water though. I'm gonna clean off this brush. Get some water in there. Touch more black. I don't want it totally black, but I don't want all that blue like that either. Okay. And when I get what I'm looking for, to which I almost did here. Okay, I'll just dip a little more water. Okay. So it's just a shadow color, really light. All right. Let me go back over here to her. Okay. Particularly underneath to flesh out her chin. Okay. Well, here we go. Up around here, comes down, flash out her chin, just like this. Now she got a little bump there, but flash out her chin, right underneath her chin, go straight down. Come here, go straight down, just like that. Okay. Make sure you take the blue out of her jacket. I'm not really worried about blue on her necklace. Who cares? That's going to be changed anyway. But I'm looking for that dark. Wrap around in there like that. Okay. She's got some of that playing around her hairline in here like so. All up in here. Okay. And believe it, her eyes are actually it is fairly dark. Up under here. Up under here. Okay. And yes, I'm using blue black for all of this. Okay. Up under here a little bit, once again, just to flesh out her chin line, like so. Wipe that out of there, like so. And we're gonna let that dry. Wrap around in here. Okay. All right, we'll leave that be just like that. We're gonna come to this gentleman up here. All right. Okay. Now this guy, is dark around. It's not really too hard. It's right around in here. He's pretty dark around in there. We got a little bit of light going in that direction. Underneath his chin, all this is pretty dark. Up around in here, fairly dark, like so. Okay, and don't worry if it looks patchy. Let it dry. It has to dry first. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the eyeglasses line here. It goes around in here. Up by his nose, all up in here. There's a shadow in here. That. Okay. It comes down this way. His a lot of characteristics in his face because of those glasses and the way the shadow's catching his face. Okay. We'll let that dry. Up around in here, he's got a little bit of that going around there. It's really dark here because of his frame of his glasses are there. He's got a line here. Yeah. Pretty much like that. Okay. Now, for those of you who are looking at that saying, ew, well, hold on a second. Remember, he has a white beard. So it will all, I swear it'll all come together. Promise me. Promise. Promise. All right. As I look at her, I come back to her. All right, she's pretty cool. Okay. I gotta wait for him to dry a little bit. All right. Okay. So let's see if I can let's shorten this a little bit. Make that smaller, and we'll come back. Actually, let's deal with his let's deal with his well, let's deal with hers first. Let's deal with her her blouse. We'll tackle that. I'll use one of these. We're just gonna go right into white. Okay, and we'll put it right here. Can you guys even see that? Where I'm at here? Nope, you cannot. I'm right here. Okay. Now because of let's see if I turn this light off. Let's see if that helps you guys out a little bit. Maybe not so much. But we're just using the little speckles right here like this. And then we're gonna do it again. And then we're gonna do it again. And we're gonna like skip spaces there. Just skip a little bit. Right there. And we're gonna put some here. And one there. And we're gonna come close as you can to it. And we're gonna put some there. And we're gonna put some there. Just like that. Right. All right. We're gonna do that again. It's just, hey Ian, how you doing? We're gonna put a few of those right in here. And thank you for the, I think it was a super chat. Now, because I've been gone so long, I have to work my way back up to being monetized again. Okay. Because I was gone for months and months, so. But I do appreciate it. But, you know, that's what I get for being missing in action for that amount of time. Okay, let's take, we'll take a strip liner. Or at least a liner brush. A rigger brush, a little tiny guy. Okay, we're gonna come back into the white. We got this gray all up in here, this brownish gray. We're gonna use that. We'll just use this. All right. Okay, and we'll start to sketch out some of her jewelry here. All right. And we're gonna just cleverly put little lines right up in here like that. And we're gonna do one right on that side, and we're gonna put a couple like that. And we'll curve it around. We'll curve it around. If that is just the cute look of something in there. Now it's off white, so it's not really bright and sparkly, but that'll come a little bit later. I'm gonna do another one right in here like this. We're gonna curve around, a couple of dots there. Curve around, pop some there. One right in here. Curve around. Okay, it's just a hint of whatever type of earrings she's wearing. Okay. Now paintings, you know, especially like ones like this, you know, they pretty much look good when viewed from a little distance. And like I said, this painting will be hung up about 7.5 feet in the air. As soon as they people walk in the front door and they look upward, that's where it's gonna be. Okay. So, and once again, we'll let that dry. We're gonna sketch out her necklace. All right, which is pretty much like a loop chain thing she got going around here, wrap around in here. Okay, so we do that. Still using this light grayish, and we'll curve it around and go like that. All right, and it's got another one coming around, and it's looping around this way. All right. The other one, partially hidden in shadow, this comes down, it comes around like that. Okay. All right. Now watch this. As we're messing around here, let's just take, now we'll take bright white. Okay. And right around its edge there. Right around its edges. I'll probably be going over this again. Right around its edge there. Same thing on the other side. Right on its edge. Right on around, curve around in there. And I'll probably put like a little shine on a few of those also. All right. Oh, let's clean this little tiny brush up. Let's go with a little bit of white. I'll be highlighting these again once it dries. And I've got a white paint marker also. I want to go that route. And just let it dry. I'll probably add some darker gray around in there too. Actually, I can do that right now while I'm talking about it. Just for some shadow. Right up around in there, make it round. We'll loop. Then we'll curve it this way for this one. Down below. Let's get some more. And we'll do another one right around here. Make it around there like that. And we'll come on around. And we'll come on around with this one. Maybe a little bit there. No, I'll use probably straight black. I'll put curves in there. Just like little gaps in there. And I'll let it dry. Okay. I'm moving the photo, and like I say, this guy's got these deep dark glasses. So, what else? Oops, shouldn't have did that. All right, that's what I get for not watching. Ian, if you're still here, what is for your camera? We got the same camera. What's your focus setting on yours? Because you see how mine kind of jitter back and forth a little bit, but what's your camera, your focus setting? And I'll try to mess around with it when I'm done with this one. But I'm curious, just wanted to know what your setting was. Okay, we will, I'll put this brush, what is this now? I'll put it back up in here. All right, let's mess with him. We'll move this down here somewhere. Okay. I think I'm going to mess with, I'll deal with his beard. A few ways I can play around with his beard. Let's take, I'll play around with this. I'll get some more titanium white here. We're gonna make probably a kind of a yellow gray. And then we'll build up from there. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Okay. So Ian's got some pest controls. No, his pest might be a giant. What do you call them things out there? You know, their pets are a whole lot different than ours. But it's good to see you, Ian. Hey, Larry. Okay, his beard. Okay, goatee of sorts. What I'm going to do is very light tabs. One is just to frame it out here. Very light. Right where the corner of his lip is. Up around in there. He does have a beard. Slight one. It starts way up here. I'll do it this way. I'll just dot it up right now. And this is gray. It's not, obviously it's not totally, it's not white. And it is cut, so I gotta be careful. As I'm looking at it here. And it will be brighter than what I have it here. Because once again, it is cut. I gotta keep it relatively neat. And I will. And his beard is going slightly to the side back here. It tapers off. It disappears. All right. Yes, he does have, his mustache is a darker gray. Like, kind of a salt and pepper-ish thing he got going on. It's like red in here. Very light. And yeah, I'll be darkening this. It's not even this light, but it's all right. I'll darken it. And if I find myself making an error, I can easily correct it. It needs to be a little higher, somewhere around in there. This one's fine, just needs to be a little larger. Okay, and I got it going too low on his lips, so right about here. So I just get some water, just kind of rub that out of there. No biggie. There. Get rid of that. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna return to that beard. The rest of his hair is dark. It's black. All right. Let's take a little bit of this brown, slight touch of red. Okay. Upper lip here. Now this color is also going to blend in with the color that preceded it. So I'm all right. Okay. We're gonna go with a little bit of orange. A slight touch of white in that orange. Okay. I'm gonna go with a little touch of white and orange. He has a little bit of a shine. Right up around in that area there. And I can probably give him another one right in here. All right. All right. You know what? I want him to smile. He does have one, but I want to have a bigger one. So I'm going to put an upward corner turn just like that, just to make him smile a little bit. There. Make him look a little friendlier. Go here at the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to go with a little bit of dark brown. We're going to give him a little, just like that, right up in there. There. I just wanted to smile a little bigger smile, that's all. All right. Okay. Yes, I did. Yes. Ian, sure did. Yep, I most certainly did. Okay, and you see what it's doing there with the little judder. But like I say, it could be me in my head doing, it's doing one of those things. Okay, but yeah. All right, let's get a little bit of, I don't want to really use this tiny brush. I use the longer one. I'm just used to the longer script liner brush. Let's go with a little touch of white. Let some water there. Twirl it around a little bit. Let's go over here. All right. All right, like that. Oh yeah, once you get more and more detailed, Larry, yes, it will do that. Very directional too, because you still got to follow his, obviously you follow the chin line, And once again, this fella's beard is he's got it really laced up there. He's got it looking really good, so. And I'm able to kind of go through this pretty quickly because I'm accustomed to it, even though I don't really primarily do portraits, but I just used to painting the figure. And even though I do know that this is going to be quite a few feet in the air, but still, before it goes that high, he's definitely going to look at this, obviously. And so, a little bit of height right in here, a little bit. All right. And right up in here, you'll see some of that stash. Not too much. It starts to fade out in the shadow a little bit. Right up around in here. You'll see a little bit where the light hits right up in here. It's funny looking, but it's the picture. Right in there's a little bit of shadow, okay? He has like a little baby bit of light right in here. Just a little bit. And it fades out over there. Oh, pretty much like that. Oh, wait a minute. Soul patch time. Yes, he has this. Yes. He does have the soul patch. All right. Enough making fun of him now. Okay. Yeah, he's slowly getting there. Like I said, as I knew it was gonna, appear to be. Okay. All right. Um, Here's another thing that kind of, you know, um, I, it, I mean, I could have taken a little artistic liberty with it, and I can probably still get away with it, maybe, but it might not look too right. But obviously, if I show you the picture, all right, you don't see his eyes at all. It's just what you're looking at right now, the glasses. Okay, so we're gonna work with a light gray like this, a really light gray. Why am I dipping in water? I don't need water. Okay, as I'm looking at it here, right in here, like that. He has another one. It's like that. Okay, and then he has yet another one off center, just like that. Okay, all right. Um, Slight touch of black. Let's put that in there because it's a slight darker bit of gray, and it is coming here like that. Come down here, just like this. Okay, it's got another one right in here. Blend it right in. Just like that. All right. Okay. Artistic license time now. It's not in the painting, but I'm going to put it there anyway. You know why I did this? I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't see his eyes, but those lights are going to represent where they are. Okay. Because you do not see his eyes. You see like the rim of the top of his eye. Um, Here, I'll do it in I'll put a blue gray in there. It's so strange, and I don't know if I debate whether I wanted to do it or not. Um, it is right in there, just like that. It is in there like that, and the other one would have been right here, and you really wouldn't even see it. All right, but it's literally in there like that. Okay, his eyebrows, that I can do. A little bit of black and brown. Yeah, a little bit of brown in that black. Okay, his eyebrows really they're in shadow. Um, Starting from here and going down like that. Same thing up here, and it aims downward, and it curves. There's a reason why I really hesitated to do it like that because, um, hold on. So the rim of his glasses are jet black, and you'll see in a second. And before I do that, let's do his hair. Let's just do his hair. We're gonna dry brush his hair. Once again, he has a haircut. So, with that said, and it comes right around and disappears. It's by his ear right in here. right in here, very, very. He does not have salt and pepper hair. Believe it or not, his hair is black. But we're gonna add highlights in there anyway. But it's pretty much like you see it right here. I'll add little highlights in there. All right. It is bare here, but he has a little bit right in here, right by the rim of his glasses, right in there, like that. I knew I was gonna finish this today. Um, yeah, I already knew that was gonna happen. I just didn't plan on doing it this. I was gonna do it way early in the morning, but you know, things come up. Life happens, you know. So hey, it be what it be. Okay, let's get some water. Um, a touch of black, like that. Okay. Yep. We're gonna we're going to dull out that beard a little bit, right around here. He's got a little bit of brightness there, but all the rest starts to get grayed out. It's just a slight touch of water and some black. Up around in here. Grayed right out. Just like that. If it starts looking strange to you, don't panic. Let it dry. Give it a chance. Let it dry a little bit. My tablet, no matter how much you try to alter it, it only gives you a few seconds of it being on, and then it shuts down by itself. Oh yeah. Well, once you see the glasses all put in and everything, it all makes sense. But yeah, you cannot see his eyes other than that little bit of piece of a shadow that's going on there. But other than that, no, you're not gonna see much of that at all, at all. Now you see I'm adding black, but I'm also wiping my hand across it. It's still a um, bluish black. Okay, and you know he has some shadow there, a little fade there. I can get away with a little darkness there. It's particularly underneath his nose here. Once again, it just sells the point of where his nose is. Okay, darker here, corner of his mouth. Up in here. Once again, I'm really bridging where his nose is, the shadow, where the glasses are. Okay, this will make sense once you'll see where his glasses actually are on him. But yeah, a lot of shading on him. A lot of shading. Okay. All right. Let's well here, let's take this brush, get some light gray. We're gonna come right around here, really slow like, because this is the rim of his suit. And I don't want to press too hard because I want the texture of the board to make it look like little threads there. Okay. He doesn't really have that on that side, but he does have one right around his collar. Nice little tight one right around in here, and then it just stops, like right around here. It ends like that. Okay. Now, with that done, let's take I'll take a slightly larger watercolor brush. Whoops. Let's take a touch of white. Yeah, I know we got some blue in there. A little bit of black, blue, black. We'll do it like this. Let's see how this looks. We'll get more black in there. Okay. We'll take this. Just like that. Come right on around. And let it dry. Just let it dry. You're gonna come around the other side and you're gonna do the same thing. Right around in here. Come on around. There's no white edge on this side. That's that close to him. Then let it dry. Remember, it dries darker, so we're gonna see what that looks like once it's all dry. Okay. All right. Let's take. I'll take a script liner and do it. We're gonna try to give him a collar there. Then we're gonna take an intermission. So, oops, I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's take some white. We'll go right here, just gray. We can get some black. We'll put it right in here. Stir it around real quickly, like so. All right. Let me lift up a little bit. Right up around here. Straight down. And we're gonna do the same thing. We'll take it and curve it around. Take it, curve, like so. Okay. Take a little bit of water. We're gonna make the letter C, just like that. Okay. I'm just pressing with my finger, so just takes a little bit of that edge off. And we're gonna do the letter C again. We're gonna do it one more time. I'm just pressing. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just pressing it. Okay. All right. Just like that. All right. All right. Okay. He's gonna look like a totally different person once I frame the glasses in and put the little highlights of the glasses in there. All right. Okay. Now, I know we're here for a little bit. I'm gonna put the intermission thing up on there because I have to use the little boy's room. Okay, guys, I shall be back in a little bit. Stay tuned. Okie dokie then. I am back. Okay. And we're going to be moving right along here. Okay. He has some highlights in his hair. Oh, I see Doris is on. All right. If anybody's going to see Doris, tell Doris I said hey. So I said hello. I'm going to take a little bit of light gray. And we're going to lightly just scumble up the top here. Very lightly. Yes, I will wipe it away. We're not going to color the whole thing. Just a little bit here and there. It's actually darker there. The light's kind of hitting here, across here a little bit, and definitely here, like so. All right. Now, artistic license again. Take a script lighter. There's some watered down white here. And very lightly, just like that. Not all over the place, just a little bit here and there. Just a little bit, just like that. Okay, I can even do that with her. Just a little bit. Just to bring them out front, just a tad, just a touch. It does not have to be heavy-handed. Okay, that's all. Just a little bit. If it's something I don't like, a little water, get rid of it. It's all right. Thank you, Gord. It's good to see you. Sugar Plum, hello. Good to see you. All right, here comes the fun part, sweetheart. This guy's glasses. All right. To do. Let's do the far side. I'm left-handed, so it's best for me to get it this way. It's really no trouble for me to pop his glasses in there. It's no big deal. His glasses are jet black with the cute little highlights on them. And I'll pop the get the 3D look to them. Now I do have the pencil lines to where his frames are. Yes, they kind of bow out right up in here. Like so. And they are jet black. Okay. And they come right out there like that. Got this little triangle part right in here. It comes around. Little curve around there by his nose. Sneaks right around in here. Let's get some gray. A little bit of water. All right. Oh, right around here. Once again, it's got that funky kind of glare thing happening here. Okay. Such an odd thing. But you would approach window pane glass like this too. A lot of weird detailing things. What's going on there? This is just little highlight edges. He's got this little dot thing right there going on too. Diamond shape. Whatever you have, call it right there. He's got a little bit of that right here too. That's bright right there. Just like that. Comes around. Like so. Okay. He's got a little something right in the inside curve of his glasses right in there. screen timed out on me. Can you turn this down for me? Can you turn it off? Fan or heater? Yeah, 2 clicks. Yeah, thanks. It's like 90 degrees in here. All right.
You're not going to Syracuse tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Mm-hmm. You leaving at night?
No, in the morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. A little stronger highlight. Once again, artistic license. Not all over the place, but there. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we can come here, and I'm going to accentuate that beard highlight. See, now we're going into small little details here. It's only a little patch, and it comes up around in here a little bit. Okay. Sometimes you'll see something, okay, and I mean it's in the painting, but then or it's in the photo, but if you look at it in the painting, you'd be like, maybe not, you know. So it's really up to you whether you should add certain things or not. Really up to you. Or where the highlight of his nose is right there. And I'm gonna go with some more shadow on him and on her, even darker. Once it's dry, you really get to see where you need to add a little bit more. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I told you what was gonna happen. Yep. Okay, black and a lot of water. Okay. Here. A little thicker black here. Okay. Layers, layers, and by the way, more layers, basically. And that's all you're doing. You're just adding more and more layers. if you feel that something's too light, just add a little black just to shade it up a little bit. Okay. And remember, you got to give it a chance. You got to let it dry. Let it dry. Don't panic. Let it dry first, then panic. But let it dry. Okay. I'm going back to her. Artistic license, I'll do it here, even though I don't have to, but I want to kind of highlight her neck there. Okay. To bring the chin out there. And so I'm bringing that dark right here, just below her actual chin line. So that brings the chin out more. Let's bring this up here. All right. So it brings the chin out. Even though it's dark here, you still see it's darker under there. So now that brings her chin out more. You follow me? Okay. You can bring the side of her face out a little bit more too. Okay. And that's all it does, is just bring her face out a wee bit more. I'm just getting rid of a little bit of that blue in there, but I can also put some red there, but that's all right. Okay, still looking at him, still looking at him. Got his mustache, got his beard, got a collar to his shirt. I can take this watered down black. Okay, probably a little bit more. Let's get some more water, a little touch of black, because it's dry. It's not totally opaque. Okay, and we're gonna play with that black right here. Now, would it be totally black? Of course not. And yes, I'm dulling down that white on his collar, but it's just toning down that light gray a little bit. That'll add some sparkles to her earrings there. Once again, I knew I was going to be done with this today. Okay. Okay, Sugar Plum. Thank you. It's good to be back. I appreciate you stopping by. I know this video is a little long. It's probably one of the reasons why I don't do too many of these also. Now, I can tighten up the frame of the glasses a little bit. My little cheat method. I don't particularly like doing this a lot. I don't like using a marker this thick either, but just to tighten it up a little bit. Just straighten them up a little bit better. All right. Okay. Now we're pretty good. Okay. As I'm looking at it, I'm gonna add the, where's my, come here. Let's see if I got some bright white here. We'll put one right around in here somewhere. I'll go in a circle like that. And I'll put a dot right in there. And we'll just kind of little water. Thin it out a little bit. Just like that. Maybe we'll put one a little bit lower. Right around there somewhere. It's just me and a happy little script liner. And a squeaky chair. I might or might not get to that squeaky chair. Something like that. Okay. All right. No, what I meant is that, are you going to work tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be leaving in a little bit.
All right.
We got white rice.
Nope.
I just opened up the cupboard. Here's the big thing.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, put it somewhere where Mr. Blind Man can see it. Apparently I missed it. As usual. As usual. I knew I'd miss it. Okay. Let's see, where else am I going here? I'm just looking. I'm checking out things here. I'm just checking out a few things here. Little fine-tuned things. I'm just looking, making sure. All right. Crossover, hello. How are you, sir? Or ma'am? Okay. I'm still looking. I think I can add a shadow underneath her nose, a little darker, a little more pronounced. So it is. Right here. Comes around. And it kind of fades out around in that area. So it's right around in here. And it comes down. Right around in here. He just wants it. I want it darker, but not a fine line, you know. And I can do that probably with a thicker brush. I want a thicker brush. See if I can do it that way. It just has to be pronounced a little better. Because you want it to look like a shadow and not a mustache. Yeah, your time of making portraits will be over if you do that. And once again, you just give it a chance. Give it some time to dry. Okay. We got a little bit of a little divot right in here. Okay. Now that I've done that, I don't need this part. I need the other one. Let's go back into our white. Are yellow ochre, a little touch of brown, slight touch. It's just adding some of that highlight back that I've taken away. And it kind of goes up here a little bit and then comes back down. There's always, you know, some touching up somewhere. And it's okay. You kind of expect it to do that. Okay.
Remember to take her out so she don't.
Yep.
My stuff. All right. So you're going to Syracuse in the morning?
Yeah, I'll be gone.
Okay.
Yep. But she'll be out. She'll be fed the whole night.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm going to add a slight touch of gray by her lips and teeth area, just for a little bit of shadow right in here. Okay. Slight shadow. That's all. Slight. See? Very nitpicky. Very, because there's a little bit of shadow there by her teeth. She has a very slight underbite. Slight. Okay. Here you go. And it is right over here too. A little bit. There. Something like that. La 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 la. All right. And we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. Real close. I keep looking at this a dozen times to make sure everything's cool. Because then once it's dry, fully dry, then I'll probably resin this. Yeah, most likely will resin this painting. Now the camera is showing this a whole lot brighter than what it really is, because the light's hitting on it. It's just cool. That's cool. You know, sorry. Okay, we're almost done. A little highlight there, our little forehead. Okay, a lot of oranges, a lot of yellow ochre. All right, but there's also you got to keep in mind there's also different degrees of dark skin people. Okay, these guys are a little more on the brown. All right. Trust me, if I did a self-portrait, it wouldn't be this light colors of brown. I'm a wee bit darker than they are. Okay. Right up around in here, a little dark. All right. A little more black there. Maybe a little brown black. Let's try that. Maybe a little bit of this. If not, I can take it away. I don't really want to go that dark. Let's try a little bit of ochre. Clean off the brush. Let's try this. Oh, she must be pulling away. We have a cam on the outside in the driveway because we got young miscreants like to go in and check and see if the car doors are unlocked. So, you know. I like that better. Okay, that I like better. All right, let's move down up there where he is. Now on the painting, it's not that dark, but I like it when it's this dark. Now, am I looking for photorealism? Not really. It's pretty darn close, but not really. But it does resemble both of them. Well, you'll be the judge of that. I'll put their actual. Well, thank you. Crossover. I appreciate it. I'm going over it. I'm looking at it, and looking at it some more. And some more. I add a little touch of highlight on her nose. Well, with acrylic, you're bound to go over and over again. Because once again, acrylic dries rather flat. All right. I'm just looking at her one more time because I know there's highlights, strong highlights. Which you top of the forehead, the nose, sometimes the middle of the chin, like right around in there. All depends if it's got a dimple, divot or not. All right, she has a little something right in here. No, I got that glow there. On this fella, well, I mean, he has one up around in here-ish. See if I got any more. It's really light. Right here, almost like almost a teardrop pattern right in there. I already got that. I already got a little bit of this. Like that. Don't really need too much more with him, really. Not too much with him. I'll darken that. Let's get a little bit of brown. Let's get a touch of more of the brown. That a little bit. Okay. Okay. I remember you guys see the little light patches, or the wet patches. Don't worry about that. Don't fret. It dries. I have a little bit of. I'll use this blue, and I'll water it down a little bit. I'll probably use a little black in that, and a little touch of water, so I can kind of go over this a little bit on the outside. All right. No, I kind of like that. So I'll take a little touch of white and we'll slightly highlight that going downward like that. Okay. All right. Maybe on the back side here, it's a little something. I can get it there. Just a couple of dots. All right. Like that. All right. Whoops. I put that there. We're going to take that out. Go bye-bye. All right. I do believe I'm going to take a good look at it. Let's get rid of this. All right. And staring at it. I'm staring at it. I'm staring at it. And I'm staring at it. Okay. Still looking at it. Still looking at it. Keep looking at it. I want to see something. I'm curious about something. I'm curious about something. Let me see something. If I don't like it, then I'll return it. But I want to see something. I am curious. Let's go here like that. And turn it inward from here. I think I wanted that close instead. So I got black. I turned the glasses inward. So what am I going to do about that? Well, you take a little bit of black, take a little bit of white, like this, and you come in here and you go like that a little bit. Okay. You take a little bit of blue, take a little bit of black in that blue, and scrape up some white like that. Okay. You just come in here like this, get a little touch of white, and you do one of those numbers like that. And you make a little cloud or something in there like that. All right. Okay, get a little bit of black, you mix it in there a little. There. I just moved his glasses over a little bit. Okay. No big deal. Oh, you get a little touch of white. You put a little bit of some cloud or whatever in there. Kind of rub it around. Okay. Bring it down here a little bit. It's alright, just fade it in there. Shh, it'll be our secret. It'll be our secret. Then we come back. Bring it out there and you just fine tune it a little bit over here on that side like so. Just to shorten his glasses up a little bit. Okay. Okay. As I'm looking at it, whoops. I don't know, people were texting me earlier. Well, thank you, Fatima. Fatima. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back to Webcaster. Let's go back to. I'll do it this way. So it'll be. I really wouldn't know how to zoom it in, but I'll just do it this way. I'll do it like that. All right. And then I'll just bring it back again. I'll bring it back. All right. And I'll bring it back again. And I'll bring it back. Just like so. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take Scriptliner. Now I'm doing really nitpicky little things. I'm going to take a little bit of black. Excuse me if my beard is in the way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just guiding them lips into a curve there. For a smile from him. A little more of a smile than he had there. Okay. Yeah. A little more of a gap in there. Really nitpicky. Okay. A little water in the black. And I'm going to tease her eyebrows just a little bit more. It's like you ladies tease your eyebrows. Just up on the top. And they curve downward. All right. Yeah, these are pretty much okay up there. Let's go back in some white. Straighter, a little straighter. Neaten it up a little bit. Nah, yeah, we're all right here. We're good. Okay. I'll get rid of this. So. I can probably just get some water and swipe it out of there. Actually, I know what I'll do with that. I'll just a little bit of brown, like so. Touch it up with a little bit of black and just get rid of that. All right. No, it's not gonna do that. Get some blue in there. Yep, blue. All right. Okay. Thank you, Larry. Alrighty. Let's take my paint. Maybe not. Let's see. I rarely sign anything on the right-hand side. Oh. Uh. 1023. May I please see the photo again? Sure. Let's see if I can do that right with a little bit of this and that. Let's see if I can do that with this. Let's get a little touch of brown in that. Maybe a little bit more white. This is experiment time here. All right, because I'll nitpick this thing to death. I will too. I think we're really good without me keep messing with this thing. Alright, as I'm still looking at it here, and I'm 98% almost finished. But thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a while, and I know this video's been long. Forgive that. Okay. Like I say, don't be concerned. It will dull out in a second. Whew. All right. I really don't have to pull this camera back too much. Of course, you know, I go the wrong way. I think we're somewhat good there, I guess. I don't think we're... no, we're not. It's gonna fall. But I got the hooks down on the bottom, so let's try it that way. Let's pull back a bit. Like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring it down. Oh, no, I guess I did. Oh, all right. I guess I did tape it in the back. All right. Thank you, Fatima. All right, there we go. My goodness. It actually should have been done months ago, but you know. All right. So that is all I believe she wrote. I'd probably give it a little bit of something right around in here. All right, you know, I'll stop messing with it. I promise I will. I think we're pretty good here. I'll leave Titus alone here. All right. me stop bothering him. Okay. I believe that's it. What do you guys think? I don't know how many of you are still around, but like I say, I know this is a long video. Whew. But I do appreciate you guys it was touch and go for a little bit. Like I said, I've been gone so long, I'm not monetized anymore. I have to work back up to it again. They'll pretty much give me their answer. Let's see. I'll put that there just in case. And let's do this. Bow. Yeah. I guess we can do that. I can say goodbye to you guys this way. Anyway, I'm looking down at the chat there. I'll slowly get back to watching Moosey and Doris and all of them. I have been looking. I just haven't been saying anything. They're turning out incredible work. I see I have to adjust this camera, bring it down a little bit lower. You only see a part of my walrus. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. It was a long video, I know. But she's done. Like I say, I think I may resin. I'll make resin this. I got more than enough time to do that. So thank you. I appreciate you. I shall see you guys when I see you. Until next time. Peace.